Today, we're going to discuss the difference between organic collectability and manufactured scarcity. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Organic collectability, manufactured scarcity. Sounds all manufactured and fake words and terms, but these are terms in our market, and they do apply to Magic the Gathering cards. Let's discuss what they mean and what they apply to with examples, right? So, organic collectability. These are items through which circumstance or situations arose that were outside of the norm, which caused items to be more scarce or more collectible than other counterpart items of the similar era or similar type, right? And manufactured scarcity. These are items that were produced in low numbers on purpose to be collectible, to be limited edition, and all this type of stuff. Now, which is more desirable? I think it's kind of obvious from the way I'm talking about it, which is more desirable in the long run, which maintains its value better, and which is just more of, I guess, speculation than anything. And it depends how you're looking at the market, right? If you're speculating, you'd probably want to go for manufactured scarcity. If you're trying to be in it for long term, you're probably going to go after organic collectability. So let's talk about stuff that's organically collectible with Magic the Gathering. Alpha, of course. This was produced as a test. It was driven around in a van and handed out at cons and, and to test groups, and people would leave them on the table and the cards would get swept into the garbage. People would play with these cards on the sidewalk. They weren't worth anything. They were just a fun game for people to play. And it was a very popular game. So the popularity outstripped the supply very fast. A lot of the supply faced major numbers in terms of attrition. And, it was the first for Magic. It was this, it was that. It fits the bill for a lot of that organic collectability. So now let's discuss what's more organically collectible, right? A beat up played alpha card, or an unopened maybe starter deck, pack, or heaven forbid booster box or brick, right? Brick of starter decks. Obviously, from the way I talk about it, sealed brick and sealed booster box is going to be the most organically rare and collectible item, although the price will be prohibitive for most people to collect, right? Like the most common alpha card you're going to run into is some beat up played card. It's hard to find out in the wild a raw, near mint alpha card. Other stuff that has organic collectability, but now you're talking about later, is Arabian Nights. It was a lot more of it than alpha, 20 times as much. But still, I'm talking about the print run of the rares when I say 10 times as much or 20 times as much. I'm not talking about the total number of cards. That's a different story. But again, it is organically collectible, just lesser so. And you go down the line of products. There's stuff like the Portal 3 Kingdoms, especially, of English, because it was an intro set for Asia. So most of it was printed in Asian languages, like Chinese, Mandarin, simplified Mandarin. You got Japanese, Korean, right? All these different languages. A very small portion was produced in English for Australia and New Zealand. This small production run has been compared to beta. There's no proof or anything like that, but that's what's been said. That's what's out there. That's due to circumstance, due to its target audience at the time and how much of an audience there was. It's rare and they didn't make more. Now they reprint Portal 3 Kingdoms cards, but that doesn't make the original ones any less rare or organically collectible. Same thing with beta cards and Magic the Gathering 30th. Let's talk MTG 30. This is kind of an interesting situation, as now it's of both worlds, right? It was produced to be rare, 4 in a box for 1,000, very expensive. There was only a limited amount. And since it was produced to be rare, that's some manufactured scarcity right there, correct? right? But the fact that the market kind of rejected it and there's less out there than was originally intended to be makes it more organically collectible than it was originally intending to be, which is a weird product. I think it's very akin to I don't want to say that. I was going to say it's very akin to Summer Magic, but no, those are two completely different things. Summer Magic is more like alternate 4th edition, where it was a product that wasn't meant to be. It's supposed to be recalled and destroyed, right? The ultimate example of manufactured scarcity has to be serialized cards. It's nothing more than a number stamped on the card, and I guess they only put 500 numbers on these. I don't know why they're such a big thing. The only time it is a big thing was the One Ring, where it had unique treatment, or the Praetors for March of the Machines, where they had their unique art. Those have been the only things, and those are still manufactured scarcity. It's just that those are more organically collectible because they actually have something different about them. It's like a graph, those like XY plot graphs where you see like clouds. Never mind. I'm not going to describe what that looks like. That's silly. Take care, everybody. This is all I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about organic collectability versus manufactured scarcity. It is a thing. Don't let anybody try to be like, oh, these terms don't matter, because you know what? It helps you judge that which is money pit and or something that may hold value potentially better than other things. Remember to like and subscribe. If you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use the TCG Player affiliate link in the description or over here in the QR code. Otherwise, take care, have a lovely day, and check out my Patreon. Those guys, you patrons, you know who you are. You're the best. I mean, it's not many people still watching. Did you get Nintendo Power when you were a kid? Were you ever subscribed to that? I'm just looking over here at it and looking at the Super Mario World one, and I just think it's great, man. Nintendo Power. I still have all of mine that I got as a kid. Let me know in the comments, and that way I'll know if you're actually watching at this point. Take care, everyone. Peace.
Man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?